Paul Colligan, and this is our community of 5. Quick overview, a very, very quick webinar. This should take less than 10 minutes, and the goal is actually to not only make it less than 10 minutes, but to get that bad boy up on YouTube as well. So let's get to work. If you've got a question, you can go ahead and submit it through the Q&A interface inside of GoToWebinar. If you're not attending this live, obviously the Q&A interface doesn't go there, but I will be posting this at YouTube, so I guess you guys could submit your questions to YouTube if you'd like. All right, the first question for the community of 5 is how do you get in? Very, very simple. The requirements are, 3. Number 1, you have to purchase a Colligan.com product that lets you into the community of 5. And, you know who you are if you have purchased the product. It's the first thing you have to do. And we'll explain part of why that is so in a slide or two later here. The next thing, you have to be an active producer of content. The community of 5 is about people who actually are active producers of content. Not people who enjoy hearing about people who actively produce content, but actually active producers of content. And really, it's quite simple. It's quite easy. I need 5 podcast episodes in the iTunes directory on a single show, or I need 5 videos in a YouTube channel. That's it. That's all we need, or 5 podcast episodes in the iTunes directory, or 5 videos on a YouTube channel, and then you complete the submission process, which, as you'll see in a second, is very, very, very easy to do. All right, the process for getting in. Nice, simple, and easy, and these need to be done in order. Number 1, you got to complete the requirements, i.e., get 5 videos in YouTube or get 5 podcasts in the in the iTunes podcast directory. Nice, simple, and easy. Next step, log into Facebook. That first one, completing the requirements, might take people the most amount of time. Actually, it will. Logging into Facebook. Once you've logged into Facebook, and you have to be logged into Facebook to do this because we are using a group and not a page. Go to paulcolligan.com/community5. That is a simple redirect that will take you to the page. It is a closed group, and what you have to do is you have to click the Request to Join button. So you go there, you click the Request to Join button, and then, get this, we give your request to join. Now, once that is done, because the group is publicly viewable but closed, i.e., the group is there and people can see that it's there, but they can't see anything inside of it, there will be plenty of people who request to join who, we won't be bringing in. Once you have completed the requirements, gone in, request to join, then you email colligan@gmail.com with the subject Community of 5 request. Nice, plain, and simple. And so put Community of 5 request in the subject line, include your name, include the product you purchased that gets you in, include the email address that you purchased the product under, and then the URL to the iTunes podcast or the YouTube channel. And, nice, plain, simple. Don't need a description. Don't need a lot of details. Just need the URL. And then the name that you requested join the Community 5 under. That's it. Just those 5 things, and then we are good to go. Now, if you don't do these things in order, i.e., you've requested to join, but you don't email, you email to say to look for it, you email but you say it's coming soon, we're just not going to respond to it. Because there's going to be a lot of people, there will be a lot of attempted spam and whatnot. So if we get an email that says it's not done, we're not going to respond. If we don't get an email, we're not going to respond, that type of stuff. The idea here is we just want to make this nice, clean, and easy and simple for everyone. Now that was a bit over the top, but once it's in, this is where it gets fun. Once it's in, I want you to realize that A, you are a producer with a community of producers. And you are the people who make content, you are the people who make this happen, and that is exactly what the community of 5 is about. And once you're there, make it so. Meet other producers, join with other producers, communicate with other producers, because they are the ones who also make it so, and you're going to benefit from this. Now, I want you to realize the community of 5 is not a support forum. It's not a place for you to get help about a certain issue or that type of thing. It's a place for you to engage in the community. And now you might want to say, I'm having a problem with this issue. Does anybody have any ideas about this issue? But I don't want us thinking or looking at this as a support forum. I want this as a community, people offering ideas and this type of stuff. Now, I will peek in on a regular basis. One of the cool things about this is that it is in Facebook. And by being in Facebook, it's going to come into my social stream, which I check on a regular basis. So I will check in, but, it's not something that I'm moderating. It's not something that I'm in charge of. You guys are, the community. Now, here's the cool thing. This is the slide that I really want to get to here, all right? This is a community. We are smarter together as a community. We are going to bring up things that are going to make us do better, do more, do faster, and that's what this community of 5 is absolutely about. The great thing here is we all speak the same language. This is part of why the community of 5 is only open to people who have taken courses that have come, from my organization. We all speak the same language. We all use the same terms. We all have the same goals. And by us all speaking the same language, you don't need to get to know these things. We can immediately get to work. That should be incredibly exciting to you. You enter into forums, you go to events, and yeah, there's people who all blog, but they don't speak the same language. They don't have the same goals. They don't have the same purposes. That's over. We all speak the same language. Now, I've gathered the performers. There are no slackers in here. People who haven't produced aren't in here. And there are no brain pickers. There are no, I just want to pick your brain, I just want to get free information and that kind of stuff. This is a place where you can be yourself. This is a place where you can be in a great place. And this is where, again, the power of community, being smarter together, speaking the same language. Now, I want to encourage you guys to give. It's all about giving inside the community of 5. So here's what we're going to do. The biggest givers get prizes. I've got a budget. We're going to have some fun. And I'm going to give the biggest givers prizes. So if you get inside and you start giving away, you're going to see something for that. I absolutely promise you that. Now, yes, this is absolutely 100% vague bribery play. You don't know when I'm going to get the prize. You don't know what the prize is, and I absolutely did that on purpose because we're in a situation where, I want to encourage the process of giving. I want to encourage the thought of giving. I want to encourage all of us, growing and thinking together. And so that is why we are here, and that is what we're doing. Now, the other thing is you're going to get the best knowledge gained in the world. These are the best people. These are people who've been trained by me, people who do these things by me, and we're going to be incredible knowledge gained in this group. And another benefit is if you share knowledge with this group and it's something that I think is absolutely freaking brilliant, I'd love to share it with my audience. Maybe a special blog post, maybe a interview, maybe a webinar, or that type of thing. All right, Q&A. Here are the Q&A I've got. Again, this is either a webinar if you're on this live or a recording of a webinar if you're not. And you can, if you're on this live, you can submit questions through the Q&A interface. I've got a couple that have been invited, and here's where we go. Number 1, do I have to submit again? Yes. You didn't know the submission process before, and now you know the submission process, so you have to submit again. Everything that has been sent to this point has been completely and totally ignored. What if I have no public content? What if I only have premium content that I sell online? Here's what I'd like you to do. Nice, plain, and simple. If you have no public content, I want you to create some public content. Part of being a producer is creating public content. If it's video, take 5 clips, put them up on YouTube. If it's audio, take 5 clips, put a picture or 2, or put them up on YouTube. You need to have a public face for the proof of your content. It only makes sense. And so I'm going to require that everybody have premium content. Number 3, can I invite friends? No. Just largely because we all need to speak the same language. We all need to have the same goals and whatnot, and a community that doesn't speak the same language just simply is not going to work. Why Facebook? I tried them all. I looked at them all. I played with them all, and the fact of the matter is Facebook provides a better opportunity for us to be a community, and the big plus is that we, quite simply, it's in our social stream. Anybody in this space is in Facebook. And so by being there, when you log on to see what's up with your friends and you log on to see what is business, you can see what is happening in the Community 5. What can we expect from you? You can expect from me, I will be part of the community. So that's what you can expect from me. And I'm looking forward to being part of the community. I'm looking to learning from the community. I think it's absolutely going to be fabulous. But it's not going to be a situation where I'm going to come in and answer questions and do training and that kind of stuff. This is a community. And that's the good part about it. I mean, that's not a negative. That's a positive. This is not a place where you learn. This is a place where you group together and chat and talk and compare notes and that kind of stuff. And we're good to go there. Your Q&A. I'm done with the presentation. I want to keep this under 10 to get this up on YouTube very quickly. I'll probably edit out any Q&A that comes after this on the YouTube side of things. But if you have any Q&A, go ahead and type that in the Q&A interface on GoToWebinar, and we'll do what we can to answer them, and then we should be good. right, at this point, no questions have come through the Q&A, which is something I probably could have predicted, because I think we did a pretty good job of explaining everything. And I'm going to wait just a second or two more for Q&A to come through. And actually, no, there is one Q&A that came through earlier. There they are. There they are. When will you first release the Evergreen product? I have no idea what you're talking about the Evergreen product. Sorry about that. So don't know there. And if there's any other questions, go ahead and ask them, and we will go from there accordingly. So looks good. Looks like there are no questions. I'm going to close this up. Thank you so much, guys, for attending. I will talk to you soon. Bye.